Hi, today I'll be talking about movie from 2011 to 2021 that I was anticipated to see, and did those movies live up or disappoint? Because I decided to do this type of video, because 2021 is coming to a close. Okay, now um, let me know in the comment section down below your anticipated movie that you were excited to see from those years, from 2011 to 2021, and how did you react to them when you saw them in theaters? And here's the ground rule. So let me give you a ground rule how this video gonna work, and this, my list gonna work. Okay, there ain't no top 10 for each year. So like 2011 no top 10, for 2012 no top 10, 2013 no top 10. But if I did that, this would be a long video, and be honest, I didn't have a top 10 anticipated movie for 2011, 2012, so on and so forth. These were movies that I remember. If I can go back in my brain, oh yeah, that year, that's a movie I remember being excited for. To go see in theaters with my friends, family, relatives, whatever. Credit, YouTuber, everybody was going crazy over. Or that's the one, me personally, I wanted to go see, get excited for by myself. Whatever. So, and I wrote the name down some of the movies for for each of the year, and some years on here on this list I have one or two. Some I have like 3 or 4. Some year I have only one anticipated movie that I was excited for. That's it. Like if I did for the last 20 years, if I really want to do for the last 20 years, then like 2005, I believe. Then the only movie I really remember being excited for in 2005 was Revenge of the Sith. You know, Episode 3, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. And in 2008, the only movie I remember being excited for in 2008 was Iron Man and Indiana Jones 4, The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. But the reason why I'm not including the last 20 years, because I don't remember my reaction. There's a lot of movies I saw in the early 2000s, I don't remember my reaction. So let me know in the comment section below your anticipated movie for each year from 2011, 2012, all the way up to 2011 to 2021. And did you like it? Didn't like it? Thought it was okay? Disappointing? 2011 to 2021. Like I said, no top 10. Because then this video will be too long, and I don't want to do that. And like I said, I don't have a top 10 for each year. Maybe the most is like 3 or 4 for 1 year. That's it. So for 2011, was the year that I got really excited for comic book movies. they announced like 2 or 3 comic book movies, and I got super excited. Okay, um, so one of them was X-Men: The First Class, and made me fall in love with X-Men all over again. Cause I grew up with X-Men, Wolverine, Who Got Man, Wolverine, X-Men, the original X-Men trilogy in my childhood. And when I saw the trilogy, I'm like, this looked good. And I thought it, back in the day when they had midnight showing at the theater, I thought it midnight showing with my friend and family, and I love it. This is one of my favorite X-Men movies of all time. Okay, and I am one of those X-Men defenders that said that the X-Men movies are not that bad. There's some of them that are really bad, but this is not one of them. This is actually one of the best. I rather watch this over Age of Ultron. I'd rather watch this over Captain Marvel. Okay? So I don't think that's what my most anticipated, but it was just like my top 3. Okay? So that's why I put it in the 2011 list. Another one, I would say this is like my second anticipated movie of 2011. Thor. Okay? I saw this right after school with my 2 brothers, and right after school, we got out like 3:15 in the afternoon, and we went straight to the theater. We saw Thor, and I loved it. Nowadays, people say the first Thor movie like bad or it's just okay or it's underrated. I don't think the first Thor movie is bad. I don't think it's forgettable. I would be one of the people that think the first Thor movie is underrated and it's enjoyable. Okay. I like Natalie Portman. I can't wait to see her in Thor: Love and Thunder. I grew up with her in the prequel Star Wars movie. Okay. Um, so yeah, so I remember going to the theater right after school with my 2 brothers, seeing Thor, and got blown away because that's when another one of those comic book movie news that I heard about. They're making a Thor movie. Wow, can't wait for a Thor movie, and I love it. It did live up to my hype, my anticipation. Hey, I love it. My most favorite movie of 2011 that I was excited to see when I heard about it, I got super excited, and I wanted to add this character for Halloween in 2011. And I saw it on opening midnight with my brothers and stuff. And I dressed up as him for Halloween. And that's Captain America, first Avenger, and now when people say this is like the weakest Captain America movie, it probably is when you compare it to the other 2. I agree with it, but to me this is still not the worst Marvel movie or the worst MCU movie. It's still good. I wish Hugo Weaving came back into the voice or the Red Skull in the Avenger movie. This is a really good Captain America movie, and I believe I saw a couple more times, at least a second time in theaters, and I loved it. The only thing I didn't like about it, in my opinion, the only negative I didn't like about it was the sci-fi let's see here. the sci-fi gun shooting. Okay, because when you look at on the PG right here, it says sci-fi, and then when you look at all the other Captain America movies, it don't say sci-fi on the rating, like PG for action and all this stuff for it. But here it says for sci-fi, for sequence of sci-fi, violent action. The sci-fi is the when they do the shooting with the guns and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't like that, but this is one of my movies that I watched the most in 2011. And saw at least 2 times in theaters, and I liked it. And I still have my Captain American costume from 2011. And I liked it. So did it live up to my hype, or was it disappointing? No, it lived up to my hype, and I liked it. Okay, so the 3 movies that I saw in 2011 that was on my anticipated list per class, Thor, and Captain America for Avenger. They were all good, and I liked them, and they were not disappointing. They were all good movies, okay? And I recommend them, okay? None of those movies that I was excited for were disappointing. I walked away happy, and I'm glad I bought them. 2012, it was the main movie that I was really excited for. I imagine most people that were excited for in 2012 was, let me see, is Marvel the Avengers. And all I can say is Marvel the Avengers was an awesome movie. Yeah, I saw it at least 2 times, maybe a third time. Or no, I saw more than once. Love it. Everybody was good in it. Even Phil Coulson, Loki, Hawkeye, Black Widow. Everybody good in it. Captain America, good in it. Have one of the best end credit scenes ever when they eat drama. Okay. So every time I go to a carnival or something, I see a drama, I think of all the Avengers. Okay. So yeah. Now I know I saw Skyfall in 2012. I'm a big Game Bond fan, but I wasn't looking forward to it as much as more of the Avengers. Okay, that's why it's not on here on this anticipated list. Okay, and everybody was talking about more of the Avengers. Everybody go over talking about it. Everybody was showing trailers. Everybody was talking about it. 2013, there were 2 movies that I was excited to see in my anticipated list. Okay, number one, let's see here, the Wolverine. So I saw a trailer for it, and I'm like, wow, they're making another solo Wolverine movie. And I think my favorite part in that movie is the end credit scene, or what, you know, when he saw Magneto and Charles Xavier. It's so awesome. And so this one, I would say it's enjoyable, not the best. How did I react to it back in 2013? I would say I liked it back in 2013. I had fun. I liked the joke. When he said I feel violated. when, you know, after they gave him a bath in the tub and he shaved his beard. Good. I like the fighting on the bullet train. Good. I liked it. Okay. And then, but I think this was like my second anticipated movie of 2013. And then my number one anticipated movie of 2013 was Iron Man 3. And I saw it with a friend of mine and my brother. And then I walked away. Dad, disappointing. Dad because, not because the movie was bad, dad because Iron Man was awesome in most of the Avengers, and then Iron Man was not good in Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 was a disappointing movie. Okay? Didn't like it. Didn't like the way they did War Machine in the movie with Iron Patriot. Didn't like most of the movie. Okay? Be honest, I like Iron Man 2 better. Okay? And a lot of people think Iron Man 2 was the MCU movie, but that's the movie I like more. And so 2013 finally had a year where the movie that I was excited to see in my anticipated list, and finally had a movie that I came away with disappointed. So Logan, the Wolverine, I enjoyed more than Iron Man 3. So if someone said, would you rather watch the Wolverine or Iron Man 3? I would say the Wolverine. Okay, I would walk away enjoying the Wolverine more than Iron Man 3. Okay. So Iron Man 3 and the Wolverine were the only two movies that I was excited to see in 2013. I walked away from Iron Man 3 and after the theater, disappointed, saying that was not a good movie. Disappointed. I walked away from the Wolverine saying that was a good movie. Okay. 2014. Now, let me be clear. There are a lot of movies that came out in 2014. 2014 had a lot of good movies, but there are a lot of them that I didn't know about or wasn't expecting. Okay, let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you real quick because they came out of nowhere. Like I wasn't expecting for Guardians of the Galaxy. That came out of nowhere. Godzilla, that came out of nowhere. Okay. Those are the two main ones. Okay. And so if you want to know my thoughts and opinion on those, that's for another video. But I did see those in 2014. Okay. Now, the three movies that I was alert about, I knew about, that were coming out in 2014, and I got excited for them. The first one was X-Men Days of Future Past. Of course, because I grew up with the X-Men original trilogy in my childhood. Every time an X-Men movie comes out, I'll be watching it. Okay? And I thought it in opening midnight, or I should say opening night with my brother and my friend, and we loved it. Okay, and the best thing is Quicksilver thing, and he should come. He should come back in the MCU. Okay, but I didn't like what they did with him in the TV show in the MCU. I thought that was not good. And Scarlet Witch show, I didn't like it. But this was awesome. I liked it how they brought the old cast, mixed it with the young cast. I like it how they had the young Charles Xavier interact with the old Charles Xavier. Fantastic. Okay, that is like that was like the Fox X-Men multiverse. Awesome. Okay. I walked away and an awesome um X-Men movie. And I think a lot of people said that year that was the best X-Men movie. Some people say till this day that's the best X-Men movie. And it's debatable. Some might put that in the top 3. And I have no problem with that being number 1 or number 2 or number 3. It's a good X-Men movie and I love it. Okay? So I walked away being happy. Not disappointed. It lived up. Okay? My number 2 anticipated movie of 2014 was Dumb and Dumber 2. And I'm a big Jim Carrey fan. I grew up with Jim Carrey. Dumb and Dumber, Liar Liar, Ace Ventura with Pet Detective, When Nature Calls, so on and so forth. And oh boy, I was very disappointed with this movie. Okay, I didn't like it. Didn't like it. It didn't have the magic. It was not good. Okay, not good. I saw it in theaters. I walked away. I believe I saw it in theater with my mom. I walked away. Man, it was not funny. Okay, I like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, When Nature Calls more than the original Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. This, I believe, would be a good sequel, or even at least a decent sequel. It came out like a couple years after the first one. But but my most anticipated movie of 2014 was Captain America: The Winter Soldier. And every time I go back and watch it, I just love it more and more. Okay? Now, how did I react to it in 2014 watching it? Well, I believe I went and saw it on a school night. 2014 was the year I graduated in high school. I went and saw it. I got blown away. Okay, I took one of my high school friends to see it with me, and also my brother. I just got blown away. I loved it. Okay. Um. Okay. And then, I believe that weekend I went and saw it again because I just loved it. I love how Demo Jackson has some screen time, more screen time. He has a little crochet. I love I love the chemistry between Black Widow and Captain America. I love the new character of Falcon. It's good. And the Winter Soldier is really not the main villain. It's Alexander Pierce. And he's a good villain. Okay? And okay? So it lived up to my hype, and with the Ultimate movie, this was like my number one anticipated movie of 2014. I walked away satisfied, and I highly recommend it, and it's awesome. Okay, like I told you a while ago, Guardian Galaxy and Godzilla, I saw those, but the reason why they're not on here because they wasn't on my radar. I wasn't going crazy over them, and I wasn't uh, how I put this. I wasn't going crazy over them, or I wasn't, you know, in 2013, I was like, oh, there's a Godzilla movie coming out, or got a Guardian Galaxy, you know, you know, if if the 2014 Godzilla and the 2014 Guardian Galaxy were coming out in 2022, then I would probably uh, uh, all I knew about them. See, back then, I wasn't I wasn't alert with movies as I am nowadays. Okay, but there are a lot of movies back then that pop out of nowhere. I'm like, why did I didn't see that movie, or why did I watch the trailer, or why did I hear about that movie? But nowadays, uh, uh, there's a lot of movies I hear more about nowadays than I did back then. Okay. Okay, 2015. Same thing with 2014. A lot of big movies came out in 2015. But the bad thing about it was the opposite. A lot of big movies came out in 2015, but it was disappointing. I had two movies in 2015 that I was excited to see, but not as much as my number one. Okay? So I'll say my number one anticipated movie. So I had three movies I was looking forward to see in 2015. So I had two, and my number one I was like on my edge of my seat. I was like, can't wait to watch it on opening midnight. So number three, where is it? Age of Ultron. Yeah, did it live up to my hype, or would I disappoint him? I walked away saying I didn't like it. I was disappointed with it, and that's what I was saying to myself. in 2015. Not because what people think nowadays about it. No, that's what I really said to myself in 2015, to be honest. And 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 there some people said to me in 2015, did you like Age of Ultron? I said no. I like Ant-Man movie better. The Ant-Man movie better. Okay, so in 2015, I said people like I said, people said you like Age of Ultron. I said no, I like the Ant-Man movie better. Okay, that's how much disappointment of Age of Ultron I did not like. Okay, one of my disappointing movies. The only thing I like about it was the joke, Thor and them, and the interaction with Thor and Captain America. What, were you napping? You know, every time you watch a Avenger movie, Thor and Captain America all talk to the fight. But the main thing I didn't like about it was I thought, you know, Ant-Man gonna be in the movie, create Ultron, create did that in the comic book. He didn't do it. And another thing I didn't like about it was it made Ultron really weak. In the comic book, he was like the more powerful villain ever, like even more powerful than Thanos, and really weak in the movie. Okay, and also I didn't like all that chemistry between Hulk and Black Widow. Okay. So, a disappointing movie. I left the theater sad and disappointed. Another one. My second anticipated movie of 2015 was Spectre. And the reason why I had this on my list because one, it's a James Bond movie, and two, Spectre. I'm like, oh, so then now they're gonna talk about the Spectre organization. Okay? And I read about it, reviews, but for me, I actually liked it. So before I went back and watched it over and over, my first reaction to myself when I saw it in theaters is I liked it. Okay, I don't think I loved it. I think I liked it. So I think I liked it more than Age of Ultron. Okay, so I liked it. I don't think I loved it. But I liked it. I like it more than Ultron. And then my number one anticipated movie of 2015 was Star Wars: The Force Awakens, and yeah, cause I grew up with Star Wars, the original Star Wars trilogy when I was a little kid. Especially love Empire Strikes Back, and especially also love Return of the Jedi, and I love the prequel, and so I was excited for this, and I didn't like it, but everyone around me was loving it. A bunch of YouTubers that I watched, they were giving this like A plus. Critics were giving a high scoring, and then look what happened nowadays. They're bad mouthing this. But back then, when it came out, everybody was doing that. played in this movie, and I would in my chair like, this is not a good movie. Okay, that's a true story. So I wasn't jumping on the bandwagon back in 2015, loving it when everyone else loved it. No, I was saying to myself, I don't like it. I didn't like Kylo Ren picking his lightsaber, backing out like an idiot. Stupid. Okay. Um, did Darth Vader ever do that? No. Or Darth Maul or any of the Sith? No. We don't need a Sith backing out with his lightsaber like that. Stupid. And um, so so um, yeah. So I saw it and I was very disappointed. Okay, and I didn't like it at all. So it's been a while since I watched it. Or maybe I'll go back and rewatch it and see if my mind changed. But that's how I feel about it when I saw it in 2015. In 2015, I had two movies that I was excited to see. Number one, my second anticipated movie was in 2015 was Independence Day Resurgence. Uh, Independence Day Resurgence, I think it could be like a guilty pleasure movie. But the problem with that movie, the reason why I had it like in my top three or my top two or whatever it was, but it wasn't my number one. But the reason why I was so excited for it because I grew up with the original. Okay, the original was one of my childhood movies, and um, but the reason why I didn't like it because they didn't bring about Will Smith, and they had to change some of the story around the characters. I said to myself, the movie could be a lot better if they brought back Will Smith, or Will Smith would be in it, something like that. And okay, so it was bad. It didn't live up to my hype. It was disappointing. Um, my most anticipated movie of 2015 was I think for a lot of people, in my opinion, was Captain America: Civil War, and it lived up to my anticipated. It lived up to the hype, and it was awesome. Now, I heard before the movie came out, a lot of people thought that Captain America was going to die. Okay, and that's because the movie called Captain America: Civil War, and in the Civil War comic book, Iron Man killed Captain America, and I was like, I kept saying to myself, Captain America is not gonna die. He gotta come back in the next Avenger movie, like Thanos. If it happened, but before the movie came out, everybody around me, a lot of fans and YouTubers kept saying Captain America is gonna die in the movie. He died in the comic book, so he's gonna die in this movie. Nope. But After I saw this movie in theater, I left the theater saying that was an awesome movie. Okay? Um, so it was my number one anticipated movie of 2015, and it lived up to the hype I anticipated. Now, real quick, what are my thoughts on the debate? Civil War or Winter Soldier? Which one I like better? I like Winter Soldier better, and I think it's still my favorite uh, MCU movie. Okay. Um, so 2017 had like a couple movies. Number one, Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 2. I was excited for it because the first Guardian of the Galaxy, never heard of Guardian of the Galaxy before, and it came out, the movie was awesome, funny, everything. Guardian of the Galaxy 2 came out, a disappointing movie. Didn't like it. Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 2 only had maybe one or two things I liked. I think the only thing, really good thing I liked about it was, come a little bit closer, you my kind of man. Okay? So Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 2 was a disappointing movie. I had it up there very high on my top 3 or my top 5 anticipated movie list for 2017. Walk away disappointed. Okay, I like the post-credit thing, Stan Lee. I like Howard the Duck, everything with Stan Lee. But overall, I wasn't satisfied. I was disappointed. I think the first one was better. Another one, Congo Island. The reason why this was on here because I'm a big King Kong fan. The black and white one, the original black and white one of my most one of my one of my favorite movies of all time. I grew up watching that movie in my childhood, and every once in a while I would watch it. Okay, and Congo Island, I walked away satisfied. I got a couple of problems with it, with some of the characters, but overall, I was satisfied. I'm like, yes, yes, I would the multiverse would keep making a movie like this, and it was awesome. I was satisfied. Okay. Um, Another one was Power Rangers, and boy, this was the best. Okay. The only thing good about this movie was at the end when we saw the original White Ranger and the original Pink Ranger cameo, and I saw them. I met him at the Comic Con. Jason David Frank. And I told him that, man, the 2017 Power Ranger movie was a mess. Okay. I walked away disappointed. The other movie I was excited to see in 2017, Thor Ragnarok. I saw the trailer, blown away by the trailer, especially when they had the part where we know each other, we're friends from work. Blown away by the movie. I think I saw it 2 times in theater. Easily the best Thor movie. Um, love it. Okay, this is another one of those Marvel movies I need to go back and watch again because it's been a while since I watched it. I need to go watch it again, but my reaction at the time in 2017, I was blown away, and I went and saw it 2 times in theaters. Loved it. And I love the Stanley cameo, how he cut Thor hair. Love it, love it. But my number one and picture pay movie of 2017 was Logan, and I love it so much that I saw it 3 times in a row. An opening weekend, opening night in IMAX, the next day with my brother in IMAX, the third day again in IMAX with my brother and his friend in IMAX. So 3 times in a row in IMAX of Logan, and it was awesome. Okay, so Logan 3 times in IMAX was awesome. Congo Island was awesome. Guardians of the Galaxy, disappointing. Power Rangers, disappointing. Thor Ragnarok, awesome. Thor 2 times. The only movie I would excited to see in 2018, I think most people were talking about 2018, was Infinity War, and I don't know how many times I saw it, maybe 3 or 4 times. I know I saw it more than once, and I liked it. But the only thing I don't remember if I remember saying it to myself back then, but the only thing I didn't like about it is the Hulk. Bruce Banner being the Hulkbuster, not coming out smashing. But all I know is back then, I had a blast in the theater watching this, and I walked away, and I loved it. I liked it. Okay? And that's the only movie I remember in 2018 really being hyped for, being had it anticipated for. Okay? 2019. It's Endgame, and and this movie, when I saw it, I liked it. I saw it on opening night, just like I saw Infinity War on opening night, and I liked it. Now, if you want to know how I feel about it now, go watch me review the movie. But back then, when I saw it on opening night, and I left the theater after I saw it on opening night, I was blown away. I liked it. I I I I I was like everybody else. When I saw Captain America pick up the hammer, I clapped like everybody else. So I liked it. But it lived up to its hype. It did not disappoint. 2020. I didn't remember what movie I was excited to see because you know everything was shut down. So I was like, then I was scratching my head. I'm like, what movie? What movie? And then I was like, oh, there was a movie that got put to 2020, and I have it on my phone cause I bought it, and I can watch it on my phone if I want to. And it's called Goo, Scooby Doo, called Goo, and I think most people don't like it. Let me see what you got. Yeah, so it got like 48% on Tomato, but I liked it. And so it was gonna be in theaters, but since of the pandemic, they put it straight to on streaming, and then like a couple months later or whatever DVD. But I bought it on my phone. I watched it and actually I liked it. I don't know why critic and fan are hating it. So I liked it, and the reason why it was my anticipated movie of the year because I was looking forward to see a Scooby Doo movie like animated, cartoon and theater. I grew up with Scooby Doo in my childhood, and I actually liked it. Okay. Um, 2021. There's a couple of them, but really the only one that was really super excited. So I did wrote it down. The other one, I will do the video about them later. And No Time to Die. I like the movie. I don't hate the movie. But the reason why this on here, and the reason why it's my number one anticipated movie, because it's James Bond. I'm a big James Bond fan. Okay. Yes, I was looking more toward this movie than Spider-Man No Way Home and all this stuff. Um, this is a movie that I have to think about it because I think some people hate the movie because they didn't like the ending. Other people say they love it. They love it. For me, I'm kind of saying that the movie was kind of actually disappointing for me. The only thing I like the movie for is the action. Okay. Other than that, the movie was actually a letdown for me. I didn't like the girl Naomi, whatever her name is. They called 007. I didn't like them killing off Billy Lighter. I didn't like them killing off Blofeld. I didn't like them killing off James Bond. And then the end of the credit, they said James Bond will return. How is James Bond going to come back unless they reboot it? Okay. It got some great action scenes in it. That's the only thing I like about it. And I will buy it. They add to my James Bond collection. I am a James Bond fan. Okay? The action is the only thing worth watching the movie for. Okay? How that when I saw it, I saw it like at least 2 or 3 times in theater. And I think I saw it one time with my mom, one time with my dad, and one time that 2 times then. I think I might saw it 3, and then again with my brother. I think Daniel Craig did a good job, but but I think I like Spectre better. I think I like, yeah. But, yeah, so, for me, I only like that movie just for the action scene. Okay? So, but, if I had to say, like I've been saying in the video, they live up to the hype, I would say no, it did not live up to the hype because they killed James Bond off. Then they had to make a woman go around saying she's 007. Then they kill off Phil Lighter. Why are they killing everybody off? How James Bond gonna come back? Unless they got some big plans for James Bond 25th movie. So actually, to be honest, it was disappointing. But when I saw it in theaters, I came back. I came to myself and I said to myself, it's just okay. Not the bad, not the worst, just okay. I only like it just for the action scene. And that's how I keep saying to myself, and that's how I will keep saying about this movie. It's just okay. I only like it just for the action scene. But it would never be one of my favorites. Okay? Um, so that's it. Let me know your list down below, and you can my channel, hit the like button if I think.